Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, I'm sorry, I've tried really hard this last couple of weeks not to be doing this, not to be sitting here angrily ranting away at the camera. I've been trying to be like a proper YouTuber, right? But now I've been sitting here 40 minutes trying to make my Tinder video and I can't because I'm too bloody triggered, right? So I'm sorry you've got a rant. I'm sorry, just feel free to skip this video, but the fat spawn of Satan has made my day into an absolute bag of arse leavings and I need to get it off my chest before I can continue, right? So, today, I'm working, right? I'm a caregiver. I started work at 5 a.m. this morning. Long, early start, right? And it's been a nightmare. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. The equipment's not working. People are triggering me. My mum bought a stupid seeded loaf of bread yesterday and its seed got stuck in my teeth for my morning toast. It was annoying me all bloody day. Anyway, I finished at 1 o'clock, right? I'm sitting there on the bus. It's sweet relief. I finally dislodged a stupid seed and I'm just happy to be sitting down because I'm knackered, right? Bus is going along. We pull into a bus stop, right? Straight away, you know there's going to be trouble. The woman waiting there is gigantic, right? Bus driver, it's a massive palaver. He has to lower the little ramp so she can waddle on, right? I'm not making any judgments, it's fine. If someone's big, they're big. That's okay by me, you know, it's none of my business, right? Anyway, she pays her money and she starts coming down the aisle, right? And straight away I know I'm in trouble because her beady, greedy little eyes have spotted the seat next to me, the one that's spare, right? It's the nearest one next to her. Obviously, she's gonna plant herself down there. This, I know, is gonna be an issue for me because she reminds me of one of the pigs from the Three Little Pigs story, right? And not because of her vastness. It's due to the fact that she's got these little hairs coming out of her chin. Obviously, the polycysticness has kicked in because of her vastness. And also the fact that she's got very little clothes on. A tiny little pair of shorts and a t-shirt that reveal vast amounts of flesh. I don't know why fat people do that. It's revolting. But anyway, she reminds me of one of the little pigs from the story because that's what they were wearing in my school in the book we used to read. Anyway, she comes to the seat, right? And I prepared myself. I always do when someone of size is going to sit next to me. I move over to the right slightly and buy myself a few extra inches. When they sit down and plaster themselves next to me, as they always do, I've got inches to move over to and a little bit of daylight there. But, you know, call me horrible, but I do not like someone's flesh being plastered into me. Makes me feel a bit sick. Anyway, she comes to sit down, right? She grabs the seat in front, right? Holds onto it. Her knuckles are white. She's clinging onto it, right? And she just basically hoists herself. She's coming at me. It's like I felt like a speck next to an orbiting planet or something. Hoists herself, swings herself into the seat. I'm pushed, even me, 6'5" beast, I'm just tumbled into the window, right? Plastered up against it. One side, her, the other side, right? Literally, my arm is encased in a hot, sweaty wall of flesh. It is like a sweat straitjacket, a fat straitjacket encasing my arm. I cannot move it. So I'm sitting there, right? I'm thinking, be calm. You've done really well not getting triggered. So I'm breathing deeply, trying to stay calm. It's horrible. Every breath I take, I can smell that acrid sweat. It smells like a jungle animal in heat or something, right? But I'm thinking, this cannot get any worse. It'll be over in 15 minutes. And then she pulls out her phone, right? And not just for a phone call. She gets it out and she does one of these little facey time, he calls it. It wasn't Skype, but there's a little face on the screen that she's talking to. The guy she's talking to, great big, muscly black man, right? And evidently, he's her boyfriend because they're having like boom talk, right? And it doesn't stop there. Bus is noisy. Obviously, she can't hear him. She's got a little speaker on the end of her phone. Starts doing that, putting it up to her ear while she's listening to him, and then going like that when she's talking to him. So while he's talking, right, this is what she's doing. I'm sitting here, this is my face, and I've got this muscle-bound black guy doing all these weird faces and talking sexy talk in my bloody face! In my face, while I've got her sweating on me, dripping on me, hot, sweaty mess on my arm. I feel sick, right? And it's explicit talk. She's going on about what she's going to do when she sees him later. They've got this thing called the 3 S's. Silk, bloody sucking, and sex, and that's what's going to be performed. 3 bloody S's, my arse. She needs 2 S's. She needs slim fast, and she needs a shower. I had to do that for 20 minutes, just sat there plastered, couldn't do anything about it, honestly. And now I'm home, and I'm scratching around on Tinder, trying to drum up a bit of interest, and her sex life is so good, she's having bloody phone sex on the bus. World is mad. My mother is a dirty little cheesecake thief. She's gone too far this time, the greedy little goss. Honestly, on Friday, I was forced, under duress, to make Adam's cake. It is a family recipe that's been passed down from generation to generation. It is a lemon zesty cheesecake with a buttery ginger biscuit base. It's incredible. It is lovely, right? I am the only one who can make this currently. My mum's arthritis prevents her from making the buttery biscuit base, crushing it, and my sister's never bloody learned. Anyway, my mum forced me to make one on Friday. She was going on at me all bloody day. Make the Adam's cake for the royal wedding. Make the Adam's cake, so we're having family over. Anyway, eventually I agreed because I love Adam's cake. It's delicious, right? right? So I spent 4 hours on Friday evening making the bloody Adam's cake, crushing the biscuits, gently bloody grating the zest of 6 lemons and then juicing them in double cream, whipping it, condensed milk, all of it, right? Put it in the fridge to set, and I realised I'd forgotten to buy the bloody garnish. Traditionally, it's got to be a Cadbury's flake sprinkled up on the top, crushed and sprinkled. So, got myself down to the corner shop. They'd run out of flakes. It was late. There was nowhere else open, so I had to buy a bloody twirl. Anyway, crushed it on there. It looked fine. It was great, I thought. Put it in the fridge, let it set overnight. Next day, it's the royal bloody wedding. Absolute nightmare. My whole family's there. My sister's there. Tim is there, my cousin. He's a right spasmoid. Now, I don't like the royal family, but I wasn't pushing it in people's faces. I just wanted to be quiet about it. But no one will let you not enjoy a royal wedding. They all go at you all day long. I'm facing a barrage from them. Oh, Callum, they bring in millions of pounds to the economy. Do they? Are they there at Buckingham Palace taking the money? No. People would still come and pay to go and look at all the palaces and stuff. They're not doing anything for that. Oh, Callum, we've got to support it because he was in the army, Harry. Well, thousands of people are in the army. Some of them lost limbs. They've come back unable to work and they've got no money. Yet we're paying for his wedding. The bloke who's got the richest grandma in the world. Just because the family he was born into. It makes no bloody sense. It's mental. The whole thing's mental. I hate the royal family. They work hard, apparently. Do they? Do they really work hard? Yeah, they might do a lot of hours, but their job is to live in a palace rent-free, eating the best food in the world made by the best chefs. I would work bloody hard. I'd be 24 hours a day if that was my job. They're a bag of arse, right, the royal family, but still, I'm having to endure this, all for my cousin all day long. But all through it, I'm keeping my beady eye on the Adam's cake, making sure there's enough of it left, because I want at least a quarter of it left, right? Anyway, we crack it open, we have the buffet and stuff, we get round to the Adam's cake, and my mum straight away is moaning about it. It doesn't taste right, apparently. Later on, when she's cleared up, she finds a bloody twirl wrapper in the bin and she confronts me about it. I had to admit it. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, she's ungrateful about it all day long, disparaging about my bloody Adam's cake. There's nearly half of it left because of her bloody harsh words, but I don't mind. That's more Adam's cake for me. So, I put it in the fridge, right, and I leave it overnight. I go to work the next day. I get back home, and instead of 3/4, well, a good over half of an Adam's cake, this is what I was confronted with last night. This little sliver of cake. She's moaned about my cake in front of everyone, in front of the whole family, and then the absolute greedy goss has stolen away to the fridge and stuffed her bloody face with it. She's eaten my cake. I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with my bloody family with dealing with this. It's not just this. You know, I was ill last week, really ill. I had a nasty dental infection. Pus was coming out of my mouth at one point. She did nothing for me, right? Bearing in mind that 5 years ago when she had her fall, I left London, I gave up my life to come back and take care of her and stuff. Wasn't even offered a bloody Heinz soup. That should be a prerequisite if you're a parent. The least you should do is heat up a tomato or a chicken and mushroom soup and offer it to your bloody offspring. Nothing. I was left up there to live or die, and that is the way it's been with my family. You guys have seen it. I've been making videos for nearly 2 years now. You know, documenting the abuse I get on a daily basis. It never ends. I can't make a video. I try to come down on my mum on a bloody sewing machine. So I try and go in the other room and do some streaming. My sister's in there watching Cowspiracy for the bloody 8 billionth time. It just drives me mad. And we're going to watch this Tic Tac advert, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of it.
Dave! There's a world of possibilities out there.
I'm sorry to pause this so quickly, but are you kidding me? That is Mr. Tic Tac. Did you see that entrance, that quincy little mincing? And that's not like a homophobic thing. I'm not mocking people who are gay there. I'm fine with that. You know, my motto is no homo, no homophobe. Words that I live by. But seriously, that stupid little dance was ridiculous. You know, I know dance. Anyone who watches my channel knows that I know, you know, I've got moves and I've got grooves. You know, I've got many dancing videos on my channel. And they've gone with that. That is a massive slap in the face. I mean, I'm going to rewind it. I want to look at that again. I want to see that stupid little entrance again.
There's a world of possibilities out there.
Oh, God, that was awful. A little spirit fingers going on there almost while he sachets about. I almost caught AIDS from that dancing. It was so bad. Cannot believe that. You could have had this and you've gone for that. That's mental.
Perhaps Tic Tac can help you open up a little. You played a mean recorder in year 7.
Okay, what's going on there then? That's what I want to know. It looks a little bit wanky blowjobby to me all around his mouth there. I mean, obviously, it's not the international symbol for blowjob. That has like a bobbing head while they're doing it. However, I would say it's not a good idea to be doing that around your mouth. It does look a little bit weird and cocky. Don't like it.
Dave, offer them a Tic Tac and you could be jamming in no time.
Oh, God, why would you want to jam with a bunch of hippity hipsters? Did you see that guy's stupid, pretentious little hat jammed upon his head? Ridiculous. I would pay hundreds of packs of Tic Tacs just for them to go and jam somewhere else a bit further away so I didn't have to listen to their weird, pretentious warbling of obscure songs while they hope that everyone looks at them. Bunch of idiots.
That's Shirley from The Office. It's Frisbee Friday, Dave.
Frisbee Friday? Never heard of it. That's not a thing.
What about this young lady? I think she's had her eye on your Tic Tacs for a while now.
Right, okay, that's a little bit sexual, isn't it? Kind of rattling the Tic Tacs, implied boom boom going on. Basically, for those of you who don't know what's happening, it is innuendo. It is kind of implied the hint of boom boom. I mean, the girl knows what's going on. Her face, she looks over, you know, the sexual matters being discussed. I mean, obviously, it's not massively explicit. I can't complain too much about that. It's not something that you're going to be uncomfortable watching with your mother. However, I don't like it. It adds nothing to the advert and it's stupid.
Everyone loves a Tic Tac, Dave. It's time to open up.
Everyone loves a Tic Tac, do they? Well, that's not something that I've found to be true in my life, to be honest with you. In fact, I've found about 7% of my audience love a Tic Tac. About 23% tolerate the Tic Tac, and about 70% of my audience actively dislike the Tic Tac. I mean, obviously there, I'm talking about me rather than the actual suite of Tic Tac. However, I would imagine in real life, the statistics would be quite similar. I mean, it's a little cylinder of flavoured pure sugar. How many people actually enjoy eating them? That's the question I'm asking. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. The advert's rubbish. It is absolutely poor. It makes no sense at all. You've got that stupid bloody bloke quaffing mincy quincing around with his spirit fingers. I mean, what is he going on about? Why are we not just talking about how nice a Tic Tac is? You're selling food, you should be talking about how delicious they are.